Another episode of CONVOS with KEEGS. This is day 8 of 30. 30-day podcast challenge where I'm trying to do one podcast every day for 30 days. It hasn't necessarily gone that way, so now it's kind of just do 30 podcasts in 30 days. And this podcast will put me right back on track once I upload it tonight. What's going on? Let me get some announcements first. This is, second video in a row where I remember the announcements. This is like the whole point of why content creators and business people make videos, is to promote their shit. And I'm just now understanding that. So, some tattoo artist collabs we have coming up with Lonely Cowboy, Annabelle Warren, Austin, Texas, Sarah Lana, Sacramento, California, Ashlyn, Ashcat Art, Long Beach, California, Hannah Matthews, South Jordan, Utah, and Allie Vibe Tattoo, Orem, Utah, and Mad Rabbit University in February. So be on the lookout for those. Those will be coming up soon. Super stoked. That's like the whole point of Lonely Cowboy. And I love everything about that process. I love meeting new artists, talking tattoos and mental health and everything, from the podcast to the blog to the t-shirt designs, etc., etc. But yeah, now that those are out of the way, this is day 8. Oh man, I need this podcast to oh shit, I fucking remember. Okay, I have some fan questions. It's Friday night right now. I definitely feel a bit overwhelmed tonight. Okay. That's the last time I'm going to say have to say it out loud so I don't do it again. So, tonight I'm not feeling great, but I just got to get my shit done. God fucking damn it. When you start podcasting, you pick up on things you say often. One of mine is I say often. And you hear it in other people as well. So it's just something that happens when you can hear yourself talk into your headphones. And I've been really trying not to say in between thoughts. It's not been doing a good job. But tonight, Friday night, a bit lonely, just because, it's just been like this for a long time. A lot of Friday nights like this. Part of the gig. Now that I think about it, man, these podcasts are going to be really cool to look back and reflect on, especially when I'm older. This is literally a life journal into my world, and maybe my kids will see this. I don't know. It's just, I think it's very, very unique that I've the ability now to track the life of this first company I'm starting, Lonely Cowboy. And this is actually the third podcast I've started. I started one called The KW Show in 2019. Didn't go very far. I started another one called Reunited in 2020. That didn't go very far either. And now this one, CONVOS with KEEGS. This is the one that has made it the furthest by far. This is episode 53 or 54. I don't think I made it past, you know what, I might have done 10 of Reunited. Somewhere around there. I think I did about 10. The KW show, maybe 5, 6 max. they're hard, man. Being consistent is difficult. I actually like having to do one every day more than I like an inconsistent schedule. Even though one every day is excessive. It's easier for me than not knowing when I'm going to do them. Like, I need some sort of structure to my days. And I can definitely get even more efficient with it when I finally set everything up to have like an actual little station for these ones. And then for the guests, that'll be a game changer. And then I can start doing scheduled guests all the time and not just with the tattoo artist collabs. So I'm excited for that. I just got to get that rolling. I got to stop being a fucking bitch and just sit down on YouTube and watch. That's another thing kind of that, like, I need to be learning as well while I'm going through everything. Like, I'm forced to learn a lot of shit. And it's hard for me to allow myself that time to go on YouTube and search like how to put together a solo podcast set with a camera, mic, soundboard, laptop, and obviously lighting, and there's a whole system behind it. And I have the mic part done, I have a soundboard, and I have a camera. I need to get the camera somehow hooked up to the laptop. I think I need to download a program that connects to the camera, and then, but I guess I don't really need the soundboard for online podcasts because I can just put that mic into there. So, yeah. I need to go through my social media. What are we at? 7 word. I need to revamp my social media. So if I clip this, and I will, I'm going to ask you to comment what you want to see Lonely Cowboy post more of. And what kind of content do you expect when you think of Lonely Cowboy? Like, honestly, I just want your opinion on Lonely Cowboy. Give me some creative ideas if you want, some things you want us to do more of, whatever. That's a clip. Next line of business. I remembered I did questions on, or like polls on my Instagram, or on Lonely Cowboy's Instagram. So, first one, let's see. Cheers first. Shout out Blue Light. I don't even fucking like beer, dude. You know why I think I'm drinking that? Because it feels like it feels like I want to be sitting here drinking a beer with someone, but I don't have anyone to drink a beer with. As sad as that sounds, like that's literally why I think I'm having a beer right now. Because, yeah, I want to just talk to someone, man. I just want to have some human interaction a little bit more. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I gotta push through this. I just gotta get through this so I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. Please, dear Lord, send me some good vibes. Send me some good energy. Universe, do your thing. Help a brother out. That was a good breath. I was talking to a tattoo artist they had a podcast with, Annabelle Warren. Shout out Annabelle. That interview was fucking awesome. We were talking about, God damn it, I just totally lost my train of thought. Fucking, what were we talking about? God bless. It was like a real specific topic. I'm going to have to move past it, whatever. All right, first question. Shout out Phoenix for this one. What do you think tattoo culture will be like in 20 years? In 20 years, tattoo culture, I think, is going to be way more accepted. I mean, I hope by then the world isn't as shitty as it is now and isn't as judgmental as it is now. So I would say in 20 years, stigmas should be shattered. There's no reason for them not to be. And I think in 20 years, if you still hate on tattoos and you think they're for criminals and bad people, like disrespectful people, you're just a fucking idiot. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it hurts my brain talking to people who have any sort of judgment toward tattoos. Like, I don't understand at all. Like, not even in the slightest. It makes no fucking sense. I could go on about this forever. But gist of it, in 20 years, I think the tattoo world will be booming even more than it is now, because right now it's going to go crazy in the next 5 years. But 20, honestly, I think there's going to be a little dip and it won't be as mainstream, and maybe 10, 12, it might make a second wave at about 20. So we'll see. Just make sure if you're getting tattoos now, take care of them and get quality work. And don't worry about what it'll look like in the future. Like, you're not getting it in the future, you're getting it now. So enjoy it and make sure that you're not getting it for anyone else but yourself. And that's not to say like a memorial piece for someone else. That I'm not talking about that. I'm more saying like, don't get it just to post it on Instagram. You know, get it because you want it on you. You know, you're not doing it for anyone else. You're not doing it for likes on a picture. You're not. The only sole reason is for you. And I guess it sounds a little hypocritical of me, because my business and what I do is post my tattoos, but I think my rebuttal to that would be, I never posted my tattoos until I started this company. The only time I would ever show the world my tattoos is when my artist posted it, and I would just show their art, you know. Because that's really what it is. You're not getting tattoos for the art necessarily. I mean, a lot of people are, but I personally think if you get tattoos for the artist and not the art, you're going to get a way better tattoo. You're going to enjoy everyone will enjoy the process more. Your artist, yourself, it's going to be more one of a kind, more unique. Like, originals are way better than something you can get at any shop, anywhere, if that makes sense. That was a long-winded answer for that question, but that was a good one. Shout out Tattooed by Quinn or Quinlan, I'm not sure. How does the artist feel confident when pricing before and at the How does the artist feel confident when pricing before and at the appointments? Well, I'm not a tattoo artist. Maybe there's a little confusion there. I am not a tattoo artist, so I don't know. But I work with a tattoo artist every day. Shout out Peyton. And I've talked to her about it. I think she is vastly undervaluing herself. just from an outsider's perspective. But I totally understand why she's pricing it the way she is. Like, it makes sense. But from a business standpoint, she should be charging way fucking more. Her work is incredible and her demand is through the roof. So I think pricing for tattoo artists is just based on the demand of your clients, how many people are booking every month, like what is your booking process, what do you want to get out of the experience, like do you want to do just flash pieces that are originals and you can estimate how long it'll take and do it by piece, or you can do it hourly and have a minimum. If I were a tattoo artist, I would go hourly with a minimum. My minimum would be whatever, but let's say I'm an established artist and I have a demand of 400 people per month trying to get a tattoo through my booking. My minimum would be $175. Well, for if it's a small piece less than an hour, no, I mean, you got to stick to it. I would say $175 minimum. And then hourly would be $175 as well, but you can't break a minimum. Like, that's the thing, because you're taking time away from your day and your time away from your art when you could be creating. Like, you're an artist at the end of the day. Remember that. So your time is very fucking valuable. And that's because, like, no one really can understand this unless you're an artist, obviously tattoo artist, or someone in the creative space. Like, you have to value your time so much, because you have a big demand. Like, as a tattoo artist, a successful one, and you have the demand of, hypothetically, 400 people coming every month when you open your books. They go online and try and sign up for every month. You can't physically tattoo 400 people every month. So your demand is far outweighing the amount of time that you can spend in a month tattooing. So you have to value yourself high. It'll wean out the people who really they care more about the piece and not you. And it'll make your clients that much more loyal to you because they're willing to pay that premium because it's you and because it's your work and because it's your studio and the environment you provide for them. Like, you're providing a bigger experience than just getting a tattoo. Yeah, you need your prices higher. That was a good little rant there. I could go on about that topic for a while. It's very interesting to me, especially now. I would say I'm not of the level. I think in the tattoo world, tattoo artist is at the top, hands down. I don't think I will ever get to the top unless I become a tattoo artist, but there's some area in there where I fit in with Lonely Cowboy, and I would consider myself pretty submerged and educated in the space, definitely more than the average Joe, and probably more than a lot of tattoo artists, honestly, just because it's my job to, like, be around or know of a ton of different people around the country and around the world. So I just occupy a certain niche in this tattoo world that makes me feel comfortable talking about prices and stuff like that and educating about it. But yeah, I'm not a tattoo artist. I think that was my whole spiel. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Next question was hourly or per piece? Pros and cons. Well, hourly, the pro is no matter how big or small, like I was saying before, your minimum, you should keep it at that and don't stray away from it. And if someone asks for a lower price in person, they should not be your client. As a tattoo artist, you're trying to tattoo the people who rock with you the most, not just some average person that is coming to you for the first time. Like, you got to earn your stripes as a customer going to a tattoo artist. You can't, like, think about it like this. When you go to get a tattoo, you're going into a fucking dojo. You have to respect the dojo. And if you don't belong there. Like, you don't belong in this space. You don't belong in this community if you're going to be disrespectful to artists and question their pricing, and try to I don't know, try to take advantage of them, make them feel guilty. I've seen it happen. Like, you shouldn't be getting a tattoo if you're doing that. You don't respect the art, and you don't respect the community that comes with it if you're really submerged in it. In that earning your stripes process, that's real. I don't think I've earned my stripes yet, and I have a fucking full sleeve, 2 big back tats, my chest tatted. Like, this is a big piece on my stomach in one of the most painful areas. Anybody who has been heavily tatted will say that's a gnarly piece because it took so long. Not to mention, it was in a foreign country and my artist didn't even speak English. Barely any English. It was a lot of this and this and this. And yeah, like I said, one of the most painful spots. So I feel like I've earned the respect of people who understand the time it takes, the money it takes, the just effort to get heavily tatted. If you're trying to do your whole body, like I'm trying to do my whole body, that takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, money, effort. Like, there's a lot of real estate for me to cover, and I am tall, so like, I know it sounds strange, but my limbs are long, way longer than most people, especially my legs. My legs are fucking huge, like long. So yeah, there's a lot of real estate to cover, and I'm trying to do it by 35. So honestly, 30, maybe 30, 35. I'm trying to be fully tatted. So the question, sorry, I totally did a little tangent. The question, hourly to by piece. I guess it depends on the type of artist you want to be. What are we at? 23? Okay. I guess it depends on the kind of artist you want to be. If you want to do more of your own original designs in Flash by piece, I don't see any issue with that. It's rare I see an artist who goes by piece. They're definitely out there, but most tattoo artists I've been in contact with go hourly. Sorry, there's a fucking this little shit bug trying to drink my beer. Where are you, you little fucker? All right. But if you're doing big Flash, like if you have some big designs, you're doing some dope shit, and you want to do it, yeah. There he is again. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah. I'm going to move on because I'm distracted by that stupid ass fucking. How to stay motivated? That's a great question. I don't even know how to say that. That's a loaded question. How to stay motivated? I would say do things that suck. Like push yourself. And for me, that means going to hot yoga. That means cold showers. It means working very hard and not settling. Being motivated by something bigger than myself. That's another huge thing. Like, I don't think I could possibly work as hard as I do for myself. I don't believe I deserve what comes with a lot of fame and fortune. Do I think I will get that in the process? I do. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing this for a much bigger reason, and that's to push mental health education forward and change lives. That has always been the motivation. That'll always be the motivation. When I make a shitload of money, I am going to do my best to take care of my friends, take care of my family, take care of myself without living too lavish. I definitely want to enjoy my hard work paying off of whenever that time comes. But, you know, I think there's a lot more value and a lot more fulfillment from helping others and really making an impact on the community and on the world. And as big as that sounds, I've come to the realization recently that most people don't. I'm very lonely in that way. My brain operates in a much different. I've noticed my brain is operating at a much different kind of thought process than a lot of people and a lot of my friends, all of my friends, pretty much everyone. I've only met a few people who, handful that I can kind of relate to in this odd way that I don't know how to describe. But yeah, I don't know. And I don't expect my way of thinking to be replicable for anyone. And that's, you know, I'm just coming to these realizations, and I'm trying to still learn about it and work through it, but it's becoming more and more evident that the ideas and the things going on in my head constantly are very clear in how I can attack a situation, specifically mental health education. It's like I was given the blueprint to do this in a very creative way, in a way that'll get people interested and involved, and it'll make real change. I don't know why. It is so clear to me, and the path is set in front of me. It's like a second language almost. I don't know if any of that made sense, but being motivated by something bigger, I guess, is how I stay motivated, even during the dark times. And that's another thing. Having a goal so big that you couldn't possibly do anything else besides going for it. And even in dark days, it's like, okay, the dark days just suck. Don't get me wrong. But there's something much bigger, much greater than me ahead that I have to do. Like, I have no choice. You know, my brain doesn't allow me to do anything else. This will forever be what drives me, no matter how you spin it. Like, it's just what I was put on this earth to do. It's very hard for me to explain. But I'm going to move on to the next question, because I only have about, oh shit. Okay, this is about to cut off in like 15 seconds. So, okay, let's see if that works. Right on. Oh, word. We're back. So I'm going to answer the rest of these questions. What are some of your favorite books? My favorite books, The Four Agreements, hands down. Amazing fucking book. I've read it so many times, and I've given it to so many people. That book has changed my life in so many ways. It's almost like a Bible to me. I can just go back and learn something new every time I read it. It's a quick read, and there's just so it's so juicy. There's so many little things you can learn from it. And it's not tied to anything. That's, I think, the biggest part that I really love. There's a little bit of God talk in there, but I'm not a person of religion for my own reasons. But I do believe in a higher power. I believe in something that is pushing me. Like I said, there's something leading me in this direction, and that is my gift to the world. Almost, I have my own personal goals that I can only start to think about once I achieve these goals. So, I do believe in something. I don't know what it is, but that the Four Agreements doesn't necessarily talk about that. It just it tells you how to be a better person, almost. And if I remember correctly, the Four Agreements are don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, always do your best, and something about your word. Like, basically the gist of, man, what was it? Basically, like, every time you speak, make sure you're speaking with intention, and make sure you know what you're saying, and you know the effects of your words. Don't just say shit to say shit. Like, that's what bullying is. Bullying is saying shit to say shit without understanding what they're saying and how it's affecting others. So bullies are not, be impeccable with your word. That's it. Bullies are not impeccable with their word. So that's a good example of, how to be impeccable. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. But yeah, Four Agreements, that's a really good book. Atomic Habits, amazing book that teaches you about building habits and breaking bad habits. Highly recommend that book. That book carried me through a very exciting part of my life for about a month. Let's see what else. Millionaire Mornings. I would hold off on that book until you're ready to really, you could actually, no, you can read it whenever. I think it'll do the best for you if you read it when your headspace is in like, I'm ready to make some fucking money and I want to capitalize and I want to be efficient. That book will come into play. The E-Myth, that's another really good one. That's more about business, how going basically through the trials and tribulations of a small business, what will make you succeed, what will make you fail, simple things. Really good book, though. What else? Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins. Unfucking believable. I would highly, highly recommend that book. David Goggins is one of the most interesting people in the world. He has overcome so many odds and has accomplished so much at the highest level possible. Unbelievable human. He's from Buffalo. That book will make you want to run through a brick wall every single morning of your life. Like, you will wake up wanting to kill it every day. Just do the best you possibly can and pushing through hard times and just grinding. That's a good book for that. So I would recommend those ones to start. Dang, I like doing these questions. Do you ever journal? I journal all the fucking time. I have so many journals, so many unfinished journals, but I do journal a lot. I haven't been recently. I think I have a few journals at my house. One of them is very, very filled, and it's crazy to see the goals I had in that journal. I'm living them now in a way, which is interesting, and it's you just work super hard for something and you keep going, you don't stop. Like, what people don't realize is Lonely Cowboy is It's been years in the making. Stupid flies back. Come here, you little fucker. God. You little son of a bitch. Oh, you. Come on. I think I got him. Let's see. God. Yeah. What were we talking about? Do you journal? Yes. Journaling. It's amazing. I recommend everyone does it. I journal when I was in a very solid routine, journaling often. I would write 5 or 10 things I'm grateful for. 5-year goals. I call them I wills. So like you write, I will blank, I will blank. Like I will pay off my mom's mortgage. I will provide for my family and friends. I will be successful in whatever avenue I wish to pursue. I will impact people's lives, you know. Then next I would write my whys. So it's like, why do I do everything? I want to give my kids the life I never got. I want to take care of my mom forever. I want to take care of my family and friends. I want to be a pioneer in mental health education. I want to help as many people as possible and create a life and a legacy that lives longer than myself. And those are honestly, like, that little 30-second segment is a very, very real and raw. I wrote those things every day. Like, that gets me emotional. I wrote those every day for a very long time. And it's like, that shit means everything. And it's crazy that I've worked my ass off to put myself in a position to potentially do that soon. I don't know how soon, but I'm on the right path to it. And that's super exciting. These fucking flies, man. God. Ruining a good moment. Little fuckers. Alright. I'm going to wrap it up and edit this bitch and put her up. So I appreciate you all so much. If you're making it this far into these videos, I know that you care about this company, care about me, and I care about you. Couldn't do this without you guys. I love you. These questions were fun. So if you have any more questions, DM Lonely Cowboy, just say like, or CONVOS the KEEGS. I would DM Lonely Cowboy Co. and say like, podcast question, write your question, whatever. I'll try and do as many as I can. Let's see, day 8 of the 30-day podcast challenge, episode 53 or 54. I think it's 54. Really piling these bad boys up. Hopefully by episode 100, Lonely Cowboy will be in better shape and we'll be moving and grooving, and nonprofit will hopefully be started by then. Documentary hopefully be in the works more than it already has been. And, you know, hopefully I'm in a less stressful position. Let's just put it that way. I'm working really hard. It's stressful. A lot of things to work out, but just need to get some momentum and bring this goddamn company to the moon. So thank you guys for helping. Like this video. I got to remember to do this. Like this video, comment on this video, subscribe. Subscribing is the biggest. That would mean the most. But all 3 are nice. Even just watching, even if you don't do it. So thank you, and we will catch you next time. Peace.